Chub.
You saw him saying it there. He was saying Zoe, and we're going to get a Zoe in this game.
No, I feel like I don't want to derail your point, Ox, because
No, go
I
ahead,
think it was
go
a good
ahead.
one, but I feel like these two picks couldn't have been more opposite in what they do.
Is.
So much vision and prio here for Hanwha Life. I mean, I think this might just be a shoe-in. Canyon does not have level 6.
Taking him on a
danger.
bunch of poke, and now Chovy the same. He's going to get the sleep off, but he's not in a great spot here. Knows that Zeka's cooldowns are down for now, trying to bait him in. Flashes at the very last moment, but you're not really giving your team any favors here as Canyon trying to fake go in with the clone. Might just be able to steal this one away, and yes, he will, as he even flashes out of here. So Gen.G living for now as the bowling ball going to land asleep here on the top side against Zeka, as they're barely going to try to survive, but it doesn't look like Canyon is getting out of this one alive. Should be first blood over to Hanwha Life Esports after Canyon steals the dragon, and they will give that kill over to Viper.
When Canyon went in that...
Yeah, let's see what he can do. Might be able to get the sleep in on a ruler, but the wave is already being cleared. Do they care about it as the Braum trying to zone them away, and that's going to be a kill on the Rakan already. Another flash comes out from Peanut, but at least Viper gets the kill.
Yeah, TP. Keen could be in a precarious spot.
Gonna throw in the sleep actually, and that time Duro is able to keep Ruler safe, but not for long as the Tarn comes in. But now the counter engage and Viper just dies. He was 1 second away from his ult, didn't have it in the fight, and now the damage is coming through here for Gen.G as Chovy nearly gonna miss Zeus there, but he's still on the chase, and this is what the Zoe does. Trying to follow up and get even more. We're zooming in on him. He's got the Battle Star looking for it. He's not going to be able to hit it as barely.
On cooldown.
I like this from Keen, trying to bait him into the fight, trying to give him a false sense of security here on the Mega Gnar, trying to avoid the Gnar into the wall. Is Canyon doing a ton of damage here already as now the Gnar comes out, but might be too little too late as well. Canyon's going to get the kill, but it is traded back. This does give Keen the free wave in top, but
as a turret as well.
They are pushing bot.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you'll take this as HLE. Again, this turret's very healthy, and the bottom turret goes down. You got the kill back anyway. Sure, some assist goal goes over as Chovy.
Yeah, I think, this is what I was talking about on the counter push as Zoe. It's so hard. You can be in so much trouble if you get over aggressive, and now they're looking for more. Duro just barely, okay, he's going to get charmed up, and I think they've got the damage here with the Jace. And there you go, very nice juggling of the aggro as here comes Ruler. It begins, and now they're just going to start up here on this Rift Herald. Chovy's up top. I mean, it's just going down too fast. There's no real way for Gen.G to get in.
Yeah, Canyon's nowhere near.
And even if you do a ton of damage, the recourse that happens when you get slept, when you pop back in the portal is just too much. You have to be so controlled on the
last real even team fight they get. Canyon has flash and ult. I think he has to be a hero here if they're going to commit.
Yeah. Mega Gnar coming through. And it's a straight up 5v5. There's the Mega Gnar. And Keen looking for the flank. And it's just going to go to a flip. It goes to Canyon. But let's take a look at this fight. As Canyon taking a bunch of damage. But Pino went way too deep. Not able to quite get the sleep off. As now Keen taxing Zeus out of this fight. Hanwha Life in a bunch of trouble. As now they have nowhere to go. The sleep comes down on a Viper. And the chase potential of this comp shines. They take out the Xayah. As now Canyon looking for a bit more. Keen as well. Here with Duro. And they might just be able to do it. Zeka trying to play bodyguard, but he might be punished himself. Has to flash out.
But it's Gen.G who come through strong just when they need to.
And Zeus is trying to zone him. Yeah, that's
Every champ loves it on the side of Gen.G. And now we got Viper just trying to do a red buff, and he's going to be punished. And Zeus comes in here. Hanwha Life falling apart, and Gen.G playing guerrilla warfare. Hanwha Life don't quite have the answer.
In this interim, they have to really be aware of Peanut, though. Big Sleep could be a game changer. And it's a poke war.
Yeah, the poke war is beginning. HLE do have position on this objective. And Duro getting pretty low himself. Zeus gets over the wall, but that's not Mega Gnar as they turn immediately onto Zeus. He's getting burst down, but down will go Canyon immediately, and the smite goes to HLE as it's a broken up fight here for Gen.G. Two people go into the back line, and one of them immediately gets burst down. Just going way too deep to try to catch people out. Chovy looking for the follow-up picks. And maybe he's able to catch Zeus here, but nope, Zeus is going to walk out. And the Braum not able to catch him either. He is going to try to flash, though, and in goes Ruler. And finally does take him down. Gen.G is just going to come down to this. The sleep not going to hit anyone. And teams all day have been throwing on the Otacon. Is it going to happen again? As they zone Zeus away. He doesn't have the Mega just yet. He really wants it, but the reset comes through on the Otacon. And Delight has to hop away. We're going to reset ourselves in the fight.
Here we go again. And Zeka's got another shock blast at the ready. He hits with it. It's just gonna be Canyon.
Yeah, Canyon not the best target to hit with that one. But better than nothing, I suppose, and it's just gonna come down to this one. Goes over to the Wukong, and Delight goes in, but nobody follows up as the Braum gets the disengage through. Peanut getting no value on this Lilia. They're just trying to abandon ship, but Gen.G have other ideas. They catch up to the Gnar, and that'll be the first pick on top of the Otacon that they just got, and they're looking for more. Delight looks like he will be able to hop away, but now Gen.G have their sights set on this Baron. Oh, if you're gonna look for Delight here, Canyon go in, and I feel like maybe just turn on the objective.
Yeah, the call needs to keep landing.
I mean, this might just turn into a flip, but Chovy's gonna go in and do a bunch of damage, and now the culling comes through. Viper is just kind of out of the fight. Even the Ignite from the Zoe is enough. It goes over to Peanut, but now the fight comes through, and Peanut barely survives.
He still has his ult.
Keen once more. Kind of corralling them here. The engage from the Aatrox, not the best, but it's going to keep them around. And now Ruler gets an opportunity to get in, and that'll be the end of Zeka as he gives his life, but so does Viper. And now, one by one, they are falling.
Be gone.
And Peanut, I don't think an ult is going to change anything here. If he goes for it, it will be.
Oh, Delight's TPing actually.
Yeah, we got TP coming through, but that's a sleep immediately onto him. Peanut
TP.
Peanut doesn't have his flash. He can't get in. It's Barrett over to Gen.G as we assumed. 2 targets for the Jace, and now there's 0. Viper taking a huge amount of damage, and we talked about Poke all game long with the so Ruler very much doing his job as the Poke Lucian essentially to get them some big wins.
I mean, there's just no there's no outplay here for Hanwha. Like, there's no flanks, there's no teleport wards. You just gotta sit back and try to clear the wave and hope Gen.G overextend. There's no way for Peanut to wrap around. Another sleep connects. As the siege is unreal here for Gen.G. Chovy's poke lands again, and now 2 inhibitors are under threat.
Yeah, I don't think that Hanwha have an answer to this one. The Gen.G fans are already celebrating. They can taste the victory, and just 3 games ago, they thought all hope was lost. Hanwha
I feel like a
flash 4-man Gnar, you know, something like that. A miracle is what they need.
Yeah, they're looking for something. They're trying to connect. They're trying to find an angle. You can see them running at Duro and Ruler.
And you see that Gen.G, all they got to do is respect. As in goes the Mega Gnar, Zeus gets interrupted, and the damage comes through. The engage is not snap, and it doesn't do much of anything. The sleep only hits the Wukong, and maybe they get it as a consolation prize. Canyon goes in, keeps them around.
They're so split here. Zeus is incredibly low. Viper the target.
Okay, they're going in onto a Xayah with Cleanse. Not sure about this target, Gen.G, and take a look at Ruler.
He's just ending the game.
He's just running at the base. Nobody's able to stop this from happening. And Ruler might just get it done. He's got Chovy over here, and Ruler just able to turn and take the fight. He is so fed. And there's nothing that Mini Gnar can do about it. There's nothing that Peanut can do about it. As Gen.G more than 10,000 gold ahead, they take down the turrets. But the health bars are pretty low.
Ekka's back, and I think they're really judging this very carefully.
Ruler's healing up.
They got the BT, and yeah, the Mega Gnar is just going to be zoned away. The Sonya's picked up by Chovy. Ruler trying to tip away at the Nexus, might just be able to do it right here, right now, and it looks like they have done it. Delight can't get it done, and with a smile on his face, Gen.G, Chovy will be your first seed, moving on to MSI tonight.